The dark side of human nature. People can't stand you being better. One painful truth about today's society is this: the better you are, the more envy you attract. The more outstanding you are, the more likely you'll become a target. You may think people admire your brilliance, but in reality, some are just waiting for you to fall. This isn't pessimism, it's human nature. As Confucius said, the trouble with people is that they love to be teachers. The more you show off, the more likely others will resent you. Real story. When I got promoted at work ahead of some older, more experienced colleagues, I thought they would be proud or at least supportive. But soon I noticed a shift. Colleagues I used to joke with suddenly became distant. A rumor started that I must have connections to get the role. Someone even dug into my old reports to try to find mistakes. That's when I realized your success shines a light not just on your achievements, but on others' insecurities, and they may not handle it well. A warning from the I Ching: great wisdom appears foolish. Over 2,000 years ago, Laozi already warned us. Great wisdom appears foolish, great skill appears clumsy. Truly wise people never flaunt their talents. They understand that shining too brightly can attract the darkness. In chapter 3 of the I Ching, Laozi wrote, "Do not exalt the gifted, and the people will not compete. Do not treasure rare goods, and the people will not steal." Excessive display only brings conflict and desire. In today's world, the same rule applies. The more you show, the more others may use, suppress, or destroy you. Real story. I once worked with a man named Ken, who never showed off. He let others take credit in meetings, stayed quiet during debates, and people thought he was just average. But when a major system crashed, Ken had quietly built a backup that saved the entire company a week of downtime. Leadership noticed, and he got promoted without ever raising his voice. That's when I realized those who hide their wisdom are often the ones in control when it really counts. Wisdom from the I Ching: the hidden dragon must not act. In the I Ching, the first line of the Chen hexagram says, "The hidden dragon should not act." This is advice for talented people. Don't rush to stand out. Learn to lie low, because everything in life has its timing. Expose your sharpness too early, and you may bring disaster upon yourself. When your wings are strong and the moment is right, then is the time to act with full confidence. Real story. A friend of mine started a brilliant business idea in college and excitedly shared it with a family acquaintance who had connections. That man praised the idea and offered to mentor him. Within months, the idea was launched by that mentor without giving any credit. My friend was devastated. Years later, after rebuilding, he launched another idea, but this time he told no one until it was ready and protected. It flourished, and this time it was his name on the door. Confucian wisdom: know people, hide your talents. Confucius once told his students, "If you can't find truly balanced and upright people to befriend, choose either the bold or the cautious, but never the hypocrites." In complex social situations, the best defense is the ability to read people. The deepest wisdom is knowing when to speak and when to hold back your true abilities. Real story. In my early career, I made the mistake of oversharing with a colleague I thought was a friend. I told him about a side project. I was working on something I hoped would get me into management. A week later, He presented a strikingly similar idea to our manager and got assigned the project. I learned the hard way that not everyone who smiles is a friend, and not everyone should be trusted with your plans. Modern strategy: hide your edge, leave some kindness unspoken. Be kind, but with boundaries. Be capable, but don't always fight to be first. Leave your words a little vague and do good quietly. It's not about fear, it's about wisdom. There's a saying, when you bloom silently, the breeze will come. But if you shout your success, the storm may arrive first. Real story. I once helped a colleague behind the scenes with a presentation, even writing parts of it. He nailed the delivery and got major praise. I didn't mind not getting credit, but when he was promoted, he acted as if he did it all alone. That day I realized, help others, but don't give away all your power. Not every kindness needs to be visible, and not every battle needs to be fought in public. Conclusion: avoiding exploitation and envy doesn't come from blind kindness, but from clear awareness of human nature. Kindness needs limits. Sharpness needs control. To hide is a kind of protection. To stay silent is a kind of strength. Laozi, Confucius, and the I Ching all taught us this. True strength isn't in how brightly you shine, but in your ability to shine in the dark, without blinding others.